Today's Extra.
The Anglers Extra pregame show rolls on. He's Tanner Witt. I'm Ben Shulman. It's time for Catch of the Day. Tanner, you've had two strong starts so far for the Anglers. What's been the key to your success thus far?
You know, I think it's establishing all my pitches. You know, I've been using my changeup a lot more out here, and then fastball and curveball, and kind of developing another cutter. So, you know, kind of developing all those pitches and kind of utilizing them in different ways, especially multiple times through lineups.
I got to be honest, I don't really want to talk to you that much about pitching. You were listed on the lineup today as an available hitter. What is your reaction to that?
I can hit. I've always been a hitter, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Tom Holliday said it was very likely that you would get at bats. What discussions have you had with him about your role in the offense?
He just told me to be ready, and you know, I'm going to do whatever I can to help the team win. And you know, if that's hitting, that's hitting. So we'll see.
How often have you been hitting since you got to Texas? Because you were primarily a pitcher for the Longhorns this year.
Right. I mean, I hit BP every day for the Longhorns this year, and you know, I just never really got at bats this year. It was more focused on the pitching side, but I hit BP every day, and you know, we'll see what happens.
What are the challenges from going to live pitching from just BP?
You know, it's tough. It's you don't really see spin that much, and you know, these guys out here, all their fastballs are mid-90s, and you know, move a lot. So you know, it's a little bit different, but you know, you just got to get the timing and rhythm. That's the biggest thing about hitting, and you just got to get it as quick as you can.
So you were the #1 rated high school prospect at shortstop in Texas. I mean, that's not a joke, though. That's a pretty big deal. What went into the decision to end up pitching most of the time at Texas?
You know, I think it's just seeing the potential, seeing the upside, and I think, you know, always being a hitter, always being a shortstop growing up kind of helped me a lot on the mound, stay athletic, and you know, I think that's been a big part of my my pitching side of me, and you know, just being an athlete up there on the mound and not just a big guy that can throw, just staying athletic and just having fun with the game.
How can you do it the other way? Use your pitching to help your hitting?
Right, I think it's vice versa. Pitching helps hitting, and hitting helps pitching. There you go. And you know, I kind of think about like how I'd attack myself as a hitter, and how as a pitcher I would attack myself, you know, the other way. So I mean, it goes both ways, definitely.
We had a feeling Mickey Tettleton was going to walk through the interview at some point. One of the other coaches, Dennis Cook, in college himself was quite the hitter and pitcher. Have you talked to him at all about being a two-way player?
You know, I just had a conversation about it like 5 minutes ago with him. You know, I had no idea he was a hitter in college until he said he didn't want to toot his own horn. But you know, now I'm gonna have to let him know that he was a hitter too. So, but no, I had no idea up until 5 minutes ago. So it's funny you ask.
He hit .353 in college, which is pretty outstanding. What kind of wisdom did he offer to you in that discussion?
You know, not much. Just you know, he didn't want to toot his own horn, but you know, I had somebody else over there telling me that he was he could. He wasn't a hitter. He could hit, and you know, that was all that was. But I'm gonna have to talk to a little bit more about him.
What are your future plans? Could you see yourself being a two-way player?
You know, I could, but it's tough at the college level. You know, it's a big toll on the body, and you know, I think I see a little bit more potential with on the mound, and you know, we'll see what happens. But you know, I'm going to focus on getting my body ready to pitch and start next year, and we'll see what happens.
Well, you could be a two-way player in the Cape League coming up soon. Tanner Witt, thanks for joining Catch of the Day.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
That's Texas pitcher Tanner Witt. He's not in the lineup today, at least starting, but could we see him at bat? We'll find out. We'll talk about that lineup, pitching matchup, and more coming up on Catch of the Day, or rather, the Anglers Extra pregame show. Let's send it back to Emmanuel Berbari.